Hello and welcome back to Alex Goes Sailing. Woken up, beautiful day. A little bit more cloudy, so we'll get a bit of a break from the sun. Probably not so good for the solar. And we have breakfast cooking. Look at this, proper fry up, beans, everything. So then we'll decide what to do very shortly after I've stuffed my belly. Right, just had breakfast and I'm thinking of going for a little swim. I've also rigged up the outboard charge because it has outboard charge. I've never hooked up. I've had the wires there for it, so I've just plumbed it in through a soda box thing just because I don't want to do crimps, just to make sure it works. And it does actually charge, so that's good. Because it is a cloudy day and I just want to make sure that my fridge doesn't turn off, and I did want to get it working anyway. The tide is almost at its lowest, as you can see. But today, I think we're going to head over to Muddyford. The wind's pretty good. It should be a bit more head-on, so that's good. A bit more apparent wind, which is always helpful, especially when there's not much of it. Just about to head off now. The wind has picked up a bit as well, which is good. We're going to head off down this channel. It's very shallow because it is low tide, and the wind is blowing. Look at it. We have plenty of wind, and we're going to be head on into it a little bit more, so maybe on a beam, hopefully. That'd be nice. Right, the chart plotter is showing 0.1 beneath the keels. We'll test how good my calibration is. We're going as slow as possible, and we've just got to get through this next little bit, maybe another 100 something meters to get into the next channel. It's like a little shadow point between two channels. So hopefully we can make it. If not, we'll just turn around and go back the other way. Right, we just hit 0 on the chart plotter, and we can see the bottom definitely. We're just getting past, there's like a big old rock over there on the chart, so that's good. And there's a boat anchored down there. It gets deeper in this channel. We're at 0.1 now, so hopefully if we chug along a bit more, we'll be into that channel and out of this one, which is the main harbour really, and round to the entrance. But yeah, looks pretty cool around this side. We're just coming into the blue bit now. 0.1 depth, you can see about halfway up on the chart on the side, and I'm only doing about a knot over ground, just to keep it as slow as possible. And the wind's getting our front too, so I've got to go fast enough to keep steerage so the wind doesn't blow the bow about, but I've got to be slow enough that if I hit something, it won't cause that much damage. It is muddy bottom, so it shouldn't be too bad. Made it out now. There's that castle we saw yesterday. Nice guy sailing. Just got getting a few spits of rain, as you can see. Grey cloud is coming, but it should only be like spits. So now we've got to deal with the chain ferry, which I think is just leaving. So by the time we get to the other side, starts unloading, we'll be all right, I think. So that's good. And then we're going to put up the main when we're painting up and out the channel, and then I'll bear away and get the head sail up. Right, we're coming upon the chain ferry. The chain ferry has set off, and he's going to be pulling the chains, and that boat is about to go in front of him, so this could get hairy pretty quick. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's beeping his horn. He's beeping his horn. What's going to happen? Oh, he's tacking, bearing away. There you go. He's gone. He's on a run again. Wise move. Wise move. Look like a bit of a rush. He's alright. We're just tacking behind him. Shouldn't be too bad. He almost made it. Almost. We've got a little bit of current against us. We're only doing 2 knots out of here. And I reckon we'll probably go at about 4.5 boat speed maybe. But yeah, we'll get out of here. We should have plenty of wind. We might tack out across to Old Harry a little bit and then tack across to Muddyford, just so you get a nice angle. What's he doing? He's got his sails in a right kerfuffle. Don't panic. Has he got his engine on? Don't panic. Get the main up. Yeah, but we just come out of the channel. Chain ferry went back across behind us, so timed it perfectly. Got the bigger boats headed out, but yeah, bit more on that blue. Bit more. Bit more. That'll do. Alright, we're going over there, that lump of land over there. That big ship's still there from yesterday, so we could have gone out this channel that skirts around the side, but it wouldn't give us a good angle, so we're going to tag that way for a bit and then tack across past the... There's some historical wrecks out there somewhere, so hopefully I don't become one of them, but yeah.
Mama said what you want to be when you grow up doesn't matter that much as long as you're tough. Mama said what you want to be when you grow up doesn't matter that much as long as you're tough. Say you want to be a spaceman playing in a rock band, what you waiting on a wristband? Oh, there's nothing to it, you gotta just do it. Cause everybody seems to want it a lot, and if the right eye see you shoot straight to the top of the pole, and everything's getting rough, why you gotta be tough. Yeah, you gotta be. Mama said what you wanna be when you grow up doesn't matter that much as long as you're tough. Mama said what you wanna be when you grow up doesn't matter that much as long as you're tough.
We are, well, just coming up upon Bournemouth over there behind the sail, which you can't see, maybe, I don't know. But we've got both sails out now, no reefs at all, and we're flying along, bouncing between 4 to 5 knots over ground, which is not too bad. We did have a little shower for a second, so we got a little bit damp, but apart from that, it's passed over us now, and looks like there's just some white stuff coming through, just the scraggy ends of the storm, which is ahead of us. Not much of a storm really, it's just a sprinkle, so yeah. And we're slowly bending round, so hopefully we can make it to Christchurch. We might have to tack for the last bit, and then tack back in around the front of Christchurch. But yeah, straight into Muddyford and we'll be good. Just had another sprinkle, so I'm just drying off. I've got my little dry robe thing on, little towel. It's pretty good for the wind too. So, but yeah, we're going past Bournemouth, which is just there, and the wind should be switching round to fill in behind us. It will drop down a little bit as well, but hopefully we can carry on pointing 35 and then swing round in front of Muddyford and then tack into the harbour. And this harbour has got a very, very narrow entrance, and with the tide, that thing rips. So we're going to be going in when the tide's going in, so we might even get a new record for boat speed, maybe. We'll have to see. We have sun. The deck is drying. The panels are getting an amp. It's coming through. It's just gone behind another cloud, but it's coming through again. Right, just made a tack. Getting quite close to the beach there, as you can see. We're getting quite close to that lump of earth, but we've run out of land and the wind was dying the closer we got, so might as well turn and do our tack to get across the front of, well, Christchurch big mountain thing. I think we're doing, what now, 3 to 4 knots roughly, bouncing between. When the wind gusts up, it's better, but yeah, the seas will be flattening out as well, which is nice, so we're kind of going directly into them, which is all right. Pretty smooth ride as it is. Apparently these are half-metre waves, maybe a little less. There's some big rollers coming in, but some big swelly stuff, but yeah, this is only about half a metre, says windy, to 0.3 metre at about 3 to 4 seconds on period, so it's quite manageable in this boat. I wonder what this boat could go up to. Well, it'll probably do quite a bit, but like comfortably and actually sailing well, I'm not sure, maybe a metre, maybe a little more, maybe. Be interesting to see. I have to get out, try it in some bigger water if there is a chance to. Right, just had to flick on the outboard motor. The wind died off a little bit as we were rounding the head here, and there's some big old rocks over there, so I kind of want a bit of power as well. If there's no wind, I'm going to want my outboard on, so yeah. This is that big lump of dirt, and the other side of that is the harbour. So we're just going to round this corner and enter the harbour. We've got till 5:30 or 5:45, I think, before the tide is at its highest. Then we've got a little bit of time after that to get in, but it's just before 3 o'clock now, so we should have plenty of time to get into the harbour. So yeah, and the sun did not come out again, and I don't think it will for quite a while. It's just very, very grey, so having the outboard on also charges up my batteries and keeps my fridge running, so that's good, because I want to keep my food nice and cool. We're doing 5 knots over ground, and the sea has flattened out a bit because the wind's died off. Just rounded the point at Christchurch, just the harbour's over there behind those little huts. That's a little spit, and yeah, pretty easy. We hit 6 knots rounding the point there with full outboard on, and the wind popped back for just a second, but it's gone again. Right, we've got the sails down, packed up, anchor ready to go. You can see the channel markers we're heading to go in. I'm just going to follow them round. I've also got it on my chart plotter marked as waypoints. There's a sailboat coming out. It is high tide, so you shouldn't have to worry about depth too much, apart from the big bar that runs across here and on the other side as well. Right, you can see that where we're going and my line and where the channel is on there is different. That's because this bar moves quite a lot. In just the storm it'll just move, so that's clearly what's happened. But they have very well marked channels because this is such a difficult one to get into sometimes. So we're just going to follow the channel in, should be fine. We've got a depth plotter, we're about 1 metre at the minute. It's not too bad, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. Right, we're in the channel, dockside, a lot of seagulls, a lot of people crabbing. That is the thing to do. Wonder if they could beat my record of 216. Right, we've been anchored up for quite a while now. Quite shallow here. As soon as the tide goes out, we'll be on the bottom, no doubt. Look at all those swans out in the distance over there. Loads of things. Hopefully they don't attack us. Just look at them. Thousands. Thousands. Can you see them? All the little white dots. On tonight's menu, we have some sausage and ham tortellini with some sauce. So this should be quite nice. Gonna let the water boil up and then we'll put this stuff in it. The swans are flanking me. They're going for the tortellini. Right. It's late at night now, we've grounded out. We can't even see. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.